Welcome to UTRGV Radio News. I'm Albert Monroy.
And I'm Hannah Lopez. Starting off this week's newscast, the opening of Pizza Hut on the Brownsville and Edinburg campus is finally here. Jerry Galindo reports.
Pizza Hut just opened last week at the Edinburg and Brownsville Student Union. The new restaurant replaced Slice of Life that closed earlier last year. Executive Director for Auxiliary Business Services, Robert Cantu, explains how this addition came to be.
We talked about different brands, and Pizza Hut was a brand that came up over and over and over. So we communicated with Sodexo. Sodexo communicated with Pizza Hut, and Pizza has several channels, right? And one of them is higher education.
Students like nursing sophomore Cristina Carrasco had a chance to visit Pizza Hut minutes after opening. Carrasco says the addition offers a couple of benefits for students.
I think we have a good selection right now. It's fine now that we have the pizza here. We don't have to lose our parking spot.
Issues like parking and distance from the university are why restaurants like Pizza Hut are being built on campus. Director of the Student Union, Edna Zambario Martinez, tells UTRGV Radio these are just some of the issues considered in the restaurant selection process.
The least you can drive around and waste time looking for parking or trying to find a restaurant, we feel like that supports you more than, making you go off campus to try to find something to eat.
Yeah. These Pizza Hut locations are the only ones in the Valley to offer the 9-inch variant. Future food-centered events are currently in development at the Student Union. Visit utrgv.edu/Student Union for more information. This is Jerry Galindo for UTRGV Radio News.
The new facility for UTRGV STARGATE had its opening ceremony Monday. Hannah Lopez reports.
The STARGATE facility at UTRGV hosted a ribbon cutting for their new facility on Boca Chica Boulevard this past Monday. This facility will be open to students and staff who will be working on radio frequency technology research. UTRGV is one of the very few universities who have a facility like STARGATE. Regional Director of the U.S. Department of Commerce for the Economic Development Administration, Jorge Ayala, explains why this project was chosen to be funded by the EDA.
To tell us this is what we want to do in our community, and then we evaluate that and see if we can make a partnership and an investment in that dream. And we're very happy to be part of the realization.
The spacecraft tracking and astronomical research into gigahertz astrophysical transient emission facility is measured at 2.3 acres at a cost of $2.2 million. UTRGV Radio spoke with PhD candidate at UTRGV Center for Advanced Radio Astronomy, Luis D'Artes, and he explains one of the reasons behind SpaceX's interest in STARGATE.
They hadn't realized that we were using some of the same techniques for controlling our own radio telescope that they use in the Falcon 9 engines. And so it was at that point that they realized that there are synergies between what we do and what SpaceX was working on at that time.
The creator of the STARGATE project, Associate Professor for Astronomy and Physics, Dr. Frederick Janay, explains his long-term goal for STARGATE.
STARGATE is this one piece I consider of this ecosystem, which is going to encompass the whole region and preferably take advantage to our neighbors to the north.
City of Brownsville Mayor Tony Martinez states that if it wasn't for the arrival of SpaceX to Brownsville, STARGATE funding would not have been possible. This is Hannah Lopez for UTRGV Radio News. UTRGV's men's basketball wins against the Grambling State University Tigers. Jerry Galindo reports.
Last week, the UTRG Vaqueros men's basketball team faced the Grambling State University Tigers at the first College Insider postseason tournament. The Vaqueros were tied with the Tigers for most of the game until the last quarter. UTRGV took the win with a final score of 73-74. Coach Lou Hill tells us more about the team's win.
Like I told our guys, we take all wins, right? It wasn't pretty. At the end of the year, it doesn't go down pretty or ugly. It goes down to win. So we don't throw them back. Wasn't our best defensive game today. Wasn't our best effort game today. But like we've been doing all year, we dug down when it counted, got stops when it counted, and found a way to win.
UTRGV starting five put up 67 points, with guard Tyson Smith scoring 19 points, 7 assists, and 4 takeovers. Guard Dallas Puck Hullard led the game by adding 22 points. UTRGV shot 9-22, 40% from the 3, and 68.8% overall, while the Tigers shot 7-12, 58.3% from the 3, and 80% overall. Guard Tyson Smith tells us about his reaction to the historic 20 wins of the season.
Special, man. I feel like UTRGV will remember this season for life. We made lifetime memories here, and we got another opportunity to win more games and push our win column up, and we're just blessed. I'm super happy for the university.
The Vaqueros led the game for 25 minutes, scoring the winning point in the last second of the game. This marks the first win for the UTRGV Vaqueros in the College Insider postseason tournament. The next game for the Vaqueros is against Texas Southern at 7 p.m. tonight. For future schedules and updates, visit goutrgv.com. This is Jerry Galindo with UTRGV Radio News.
Now here's Hannah Lopez with this week's Professor Spotlight.
Language and writing lecturer Sean McCroy has been teaching for 12 years. He first started teaching English criminology in England and Spain. Eventually, his wife applied for a position in the United States, and he found a job at the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, and has been lecturing at UTRGV for almost a year. McCroy tells UTRGV Radio how his passion for teaching began.
When I first started to teach English as a second language, it was the first time I'd really analysed my own language. And I realised the nuances and things that I wanted to research further myself. And I thought the best place to research was at a different university. So bilingualism has always interested me. What a wonderful area to come and study bilingualism.
McCroy encourages his students to join the linguistics seminars available to students and staff.
It's an opportunity for faculty and students who are doing research in language to present the research. All kinds of levels can go. Anybody with any interest in language or linguistics, it's a wonderful opportunity to go and listen and see pretty much how good the UTRGV is. You receive free pizza, free soda, and it's just on a Thursday for an hour or so.
Lecturer Sean McCroy tells UTRGV Radio that before leaving Europe, his view of the United States was not the best, but he tells us why his mindset has changed.
I was so struck by, when I came, how different it was to what I expected. The people are super friendly. In class, the vast majority of students are very attentive, interested to learn, but I'm always struck by how industrious the students are and how they love to engage in class in communication. So debates usually in class are very, very prolonged. In Europe, not always the case.
McCroy believes students who wish to pursue or have an interest in language studies should keep an open mind and be prepared to change the long-held opinions they have about language. For more information on the linguistics seminar, you can visit Mr. McCroy's office at eLabs 205 in Edinburg. This is Hannah Lopez for this week's Professor Spotlight on UTRGV Radio News. And now for this week's bulletins. Hello Vaqueros, this is Hannah Lopez with your Valley weather. Temperatures will stay consistent throughout the week with highs in the low 80s and lows in the high 60s. Tuesday there will be a 30% chance of rain. Expect humidity to stay at 75% through the week.
The Student Union in Edinburg and Brownsville will be hosting a Super Smash Bros. Tournament. For the Edinburg campus, the tournament will kick off at 12:30 p.m. on Thursday, the 29th, and in Brownsville at 12 p.m. on Wednesday. Students are encouraged to bring their Nintendo Switch consoles and play at the tournament with other students to compete to win V-Bucks. Call the Student Union for more information at 956-665-7989.
The Edinburgh University Recreation Center will host an Intro to Powerlifting seminar to teach students about the fundamentals of powerlifting. Take this Intro to Powerlifting seminar to practice and see demonstrations by other students and professionals tomorrow from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the EU Rec Building. Call the Rec Center for more information at 956-665-7808.
Patron of the Arts is hosting performances at each of the UTRGV campuses, with the Wind Orchestra taking place at the Arts Center in Brownsville at the BT-ACB building today at 7 p.m. And the trombone and low brass choirs also today at 7 p.m. at the Edinburgh University Library Auditorium. For more information and special accommodations, call the School of Music at 956-665-3881.
An alley training is being hosted by Leadership and Social Change this Wednesday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the Calvary Hall building in Brownsville. Learn more about the progressive student body at UTRGV with this training. Food and drinks will be provided. All students must first RSVP on VLink before attending. For more information, call Student Involvement at 956-882-5111.
Men's basketball faces Texas Southern University today at the Edinburg Fieldhouse. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. On Friday, Vaquero Baseball plays Northern Colorado at 7 p.m. at the baseball stadium. For full schedules and updates, visit goutrgv.com.
And that's all for this week's UTRGV Radio Newscast. If you have a story idea, contact us at radio@utrgv.edu.
From all of us here at UTRGV Radio News, thank you for listening.